If your accountability assessment revealed that you lack systematic structures for follow through, this video will change how you approach every goal and commitment for the rest of your life. Hello, I'm Dr. Ernest Duncan, and here's what most people get wrong about accountability. They think it's about willpower, motivation, or finding the right person to check in with. But accountability isn't a person or a feeling. It's a system. And in the next 18 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact templates and tools to build a comprehensive accountability system that works whether you're motivated or not, whether people are watching or not, and whether you feel like it or not. But first, let me ask you this. How many times have you set a goal, felt excited about it, maybe even told someone about it, and then weeks later realized you completely stopped working towards it? If that sounds familiar, you're not lacking willpower, you're lacking systems. And here's the truth. Successful people aren't more disciplined than you. They just have better accountability systems working in the backgrounds of their lives. But before we build your system, you need to understand what accountability actually is within the Bridgework framework. Accountability is the structural support that keeps you moving from where you are now to where you want to be. Think of it like a support cable on a bridge. They're not the bridge itself, but without them, the bridge collapses under pressure. There are 4 pillars for an effective accountability system. Pillar 1 is the clarity systems. You can't be accountable to vague intentions. Your system must create absolute clarity about what you're committed to, by when, and how you'll measure progress. Pillar 2 is tracking systems. What gets measured gets managed. Your system must capture both actions taken and results achieved in a way that creates useful feedback. Pillar 3 are review systems. Regular evaluation prevents small problems from becoming major failures. Your system must include structured times to assess what's working and what isn't. Pillar 4 is adjustment systems. Life changes, priority shifts, and strategies need refinement. Your system must be flexible enough to evolve while maintaining core accountability functions. Here's the key insight. Most people try to build accountability through external pressure, telling people their goals, hiring coaches, or joining groups. But external accountability only works when internal systems are already in place. Internal accountability systems work 24/7, regardless of who's watching. They create self-sustaining loops of commitment and follow-through that become part of how you operate. The system hierarchy is level 1, personal clarity and tracking, level 2, structured review and adjustment, level 3, external accountability and support, and level 4, professional guidance and strategic planning. Today we're building levels 1 and 2, which form the foundation for everything else. Now I'm going to give you the exact blueprint for building your accountability system. This isn't theory, this is what works. Component 1 is the commitment architecture. Most people fail at accountability because they're trying to be accountable to unclear commitments. Your first system creates absolute clarity. The commitment template is as follows. So I commit to whatever the action is, and that's where you put the frequency, for the duration, how long will it take in order to get the outcome, because, and you put the why. So here's an example for you. I commit to writing 500 words every weekday morning for 30 days in order to complete my first chapter, because sharing my story matters more than my fear of judgment. This template forces specificity and connects action to purpose. Without both, accountability systems fail. Component 2, tracking your progress. Your tracking system must capture 3 types of data. Input, which is, did I take the committed action? Process, how did the action feel or go? Output, what results am I seeing? And then you're going to track this. Each day you're going to record whether or not you completed your commitment. You can rate your energy level during the action from 1 to 10. Then rate the quality of the execution from 1 to 10. And then you make some notes about what you observed and your insights. And then put down tomorrow's specific intention. This only takes 2 minutes, but it provides crucial feedback for system improvements. Component 3, the weekly review protocol. Every week, I want you to conduct a structured review using this template, using the aligned review process. A, assess what percentage of commitments did I keep this week. L, which is for learn, what patterns do I notice in my successes and failures. I, for identify, what one obstacle consistently prevented follow through. G, for generate, what one adjustment could improve my next week by 10%. N, for navigate, what specific support or resources do I need? This prevents small accountability breakdowns from becoming major system failures. Component 4 is the monthly system audit. So once a month, you want to evaluate your entire accountability system. And you want to do your system health check by asking these questions. Are my commitments still aligned with my priorities? Is my tracking providing useful feedback? Are my reviews leading to actual improvements? Do I need to adjust complexity up or down? And what parts of the system am I avoiding? The key insight is your accountability system should be making keeping commitments easier, not harder. If your system feels burdensome, it needs simplification, not elimination. Component 5 is the momentum multipliers. So once your basic system is working, these features amplify effectiveness. You want to track your streaks. Count consecutive days of commitment completion. Streaks create psychological momentum that makes continuation easier than starting over. Obstacle documentation. Record what prevented follow-through and your solutions. This creates a personal database of accountability challenges and solutions. Then look at the energy correlation. You want to track the relationship between your energy levels and accountability success. This helps optimize timing and approach. And then create your win bank. You want to be able to record specific moments when your accountability system helped you follow through despite not feeling it. This builds confidence in the system during difficult periods. So let me show you how to implement this system step by step. Week 1, you're going to choose one commitment and create your commitment architecture. You're going to set up a basic daily tracking. You're going to focus on data collection, not perfect execution. Week 2, you want to add to your weekly review protocol. Don't change your commitment yet. Focus on learning from tracking your data. And then week 3, make your first system adjustment based on review insights. This might be timing, approach, or complexity modification. And then in week 4, at the end of the month, you're going to conduct your first monthly audit. and you're going to assess whether the system is helping or hindering your progress. So, let me address the most common ways accountability systems fail and how to prevent them. Failure number one is over-engineering. Your tracking system is so complex you avoid using it. And the solution is to simplify to the minimum viable system. You can always add complexity later. Failure number two is perfectionism paralysis. You skip tracking when you don't complete your commitment perfectly. The solution is to track everything: successes, partial completions, and even failures. All data is useful data. Failure number three is avoidance. You collect data, but you never look at it or adjust based on insights. So the solution is to schedule review times once a week like any other appointment and make it non-negotiable. Failure number four is abandonment. You simply stop using the system when life gets busy or you hit obstacles. And the solution is to, again, design a minimal viable system so when things get busy or you hit obstacles, you're ready for those disruptive periods of time. And failure number five is you keep adding commitments to track without mastering existing ones. And again, go back to one commitment at a time until you achieve 80% consistency for 30 days. So here's some advanced troubleshooting if you run into issues. When you're consistently missing commitments, consider reducing the commitment size by 50%. Examine the timing and energy alignment. See if the commitment still matches your actual priorities. And finally, consider if external obstacles need addressing first. If you feel like your tracking becomes burdensome, just simply use yes and no for tracking. Use voice memos instead of written notes. Try photo documentation instead of writing. And reduce the tracking frequently temporarily. When the reviews you take don't lead to improvements, focus on one small change per week. Ask better questions in your reviews. Seek input from others who know your patterns. And consider if you need external perspectives. The key principle is your accountability system should evolve with you. What works in month 1 might need adjustment by month 3. This isn't a system failure, it's a system success. So once you have a basic accountability system working, here's how you integrate it with other areas of your life. In your professional integration, you want to apply the same framework to work commitments. You want to track project follow through, meeting preparation, and professional development activities using identical structures. For health and wellness integration, you want to use your accountability system for exercise, nutrition, sleep, and stress management commitments. The framework works across all life domains. For relationships, you want to apply the accountability principles to relationship commitments. Regular communication, quality time, personal growth that benefits your relationships. And the final area is financial. So you want to track your financial commitments like saving goals, spending boundaries, investment behaviors using the same clarity and review systems. So your solo system is working, but you want to move faster. You have multiple competing priorities that need strategic coordination. You're facing major life or career transitions. You want comprehensive life design beyond individual commitments. You're ready to build accountability into team or organizational structures. Remember, solo accountability systems are powerful, but they're just one level of accountability hierarchy. Professional guidance can help you design comprehensive systems that integrate all aspects of your life and goals. Now you have a complete blueprint for building accountability systems that work independently of motivation, willpower, or external pressure. Your implementation plan is as follows. This week, you're going to choose one commitment and create your commitment architecture. You're going to set up basic tracking, and then the following week, you're going to conduct your first weekly review. You want to focus on learning, not judging your performance. And then after a month, when you complete your first system audit, you got to celebrate the fact that you have a functioning accountability system. And beyond 1 month, you just want to consider how your solo system could benefit from professional design and integration across your entire life. So here's what I want you to remember. Accountability systems aren't about becoming a different person. They're about creating structures that help you become the person you already want to be. Some people will find solo accountability systems provide everything they need for sustained progress. Others will discover that their goals and life complexity benefit from more comprehensive, professionally designed accountability architectures. Either way, start with what you learned today. Build that foundation. Prove to yourself that systematic accountability works. Then decide how much farther you want to go. Your accountability system is the bridge between your intentions and your results. Build it well.